Hello, it's Zoe here, and I'm not ready for the day yet, but I am sharing with you what you should do before you get ready in the day if you want to help flatten the tummy, cinch the waist, and not spend a ton of time on that. And this is a really important topic because a lot of women, in my experience, go about flattening the tummy in a way that takes forever, that takes a ton of time, that takes you away from your family. That is not what you need to do. So I'm gonna see if I can keep this baby here away from the camera. It's gonna be tough, but really you can do this at any time of day. However, I have found most women, when they do this first thing in the morning, have really good luck. Hey, what about this? Are you gonna put your puzzle back together? Maybe you could show everybody how you put your puzzle back together. All of the pieces. This is important, and one of the key things that I want to mention is the 15-minute routine that I'm referring to. The Trim Core Challenge is linked around this video. Head on over, you can see the full routine and how it works. And basically the biggest key takeaway here is to stop doing those long cardio sessions and all of those crunches. There is such a better way to get better results more quickly, and it has a lot to do with training the correct muscles. So when you do a crunch, not only is it not really a great position for your back and your neck, it actually works your rectus abdominis, which is right here, your six-pack muscle, not your TVA, your deep core muscles. And we want to make sure that we work our TVA because that is our body's inner corset. We do that with the Trim Core Challenge. Honestly, he's trying to make this hard. We do this with the Trim Core Challenge by doing corset core training, which is something that we... Am I going to be able to do this? Is this boy going to make it that tricky? Let me sit up here. This is something that we do inside the Trim Core Challenge that works the TVA, your body's inner corset. We call it corset core training. Now, this is incredibly effective at actually helping to flatten the belly because these are the muscles that pull everything in. Now, if we're not working these muscles properly and we don't learn how to effectively activate the TVA, then no amount of crunches, no amount of cardio is going to flatten the belly because we really need to make sure that those deep core muscles are working optimally. And I show you how to do that in the 15-minute routine. But then we got to move on to cardio because a lot of us think we need to spend all this time doing all this cardio, and that is just not the case. In fact, extended periods of cardio are shown to spike our cortisol, and that cortisol can cause us to shift into fat storage mode. Our body is packing on all of that fat because it's just not able to effectively release it. So we do 4 minutes of HIIT cardio that does target the core at the same time. So you're getting both bang for your buck, targeting the core and helping to boost metabolism with a HIIT workout that is only 4 minutes long, which is amazing. And this is at the end of each and every single Trim Core workout. Now, why this is so important is because there are women, and you can see success stories on the next page, who have gotten far greater results much more quickly than when they were spending hours at the gym each week doing just a couple mornings a week or a couple days a week, a 15-minute routine. So it's incredibly powerful. Let's see if I can put my camera down and show you one of my favorite exercises for the TVA straight out of the Trim Core Challenge. Do this instead of a crunch and you'll notice a big difference. I see Desma on here saying, I certainly see the difference when using the core challenge. And I'm the same. If I slack on my core challenge, I notice it right away. So one of my favorites is called Dead Bug. So you lay on your back, pulling your core in. So think these hip bones right here are drawing towards one another, maintaining a neutral spine. So you don't have to force your lower back down. You You can just have a neutral spine. The key is that you maintain it through the entire movement. Now bring your legs up to tabletop. This is a modified version. You're gonna extend your right arm back, your left leg forward, then exhale, come back to center. Bless you, baby. Do the other side. Inhaling as we lengthen, exhale, pull the core in. Now, this is great because when you're working on that like diagonal, like your left arm and your right leg, for example, you're also activating the sling that crosses. There's deep core muscles that really need to be trained effectively. That is one of my favorite. But of course, we can't just do random exercises all the time and expect great results. And we also need to know how to progress. And that is my final thing that I want to say is so many of us do core workouts that are just way too hard. We're not doing them properly. And honestly, if you're not doing an exercise properly, you're better off just not to do it at all because you're more prone to injury, you're not going to get the results you want, and you're actually training your core in a distended way. Like if you've ever done ab exercises where your belly pops forward like that and you're not able to maintain that tension, I think that's a really common feeling a lot of us experience. You're actually training your abs in a distended position. Like you're training your abs to be out in front rather than pulled in tight. So starting very easy and very slow and gradually building up from that with smart advances and modifications is really, really important. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for you to try this because I know that in just a few weeks, you're gonna see and feel the difference. And it's really empowering and confidence boosting and feels so good to know that the work you're putting in is gonna help get you closer to where you wanna be. Of course, we know that we gotta, eat healthily and have a balanced lifestyle in order to help flatten the belly, but it doesn't have to be this long, arduous workout thing that we need to take on. It just doesn't. And that's why I said before you get ready in the morning, press play. 15 minutes is all it takes to really start activating and noticing this amazing, amazing strength that you can have, whether you've had a C-section, abdominal surgery, multiple children, no children, back injuries. These are things that often we think, okay, well, I'm just never going to get this area back again, or I'm never going to get the strength back, or it's never going to look the same. And hey, maybe my belly will never look exactly the same as it did pre-Bodhi, before I went through pregnancy and a C-section, but I do know how to strengthen it, and I do know how to see noticeable changes in getting my core looking as good as it possibly can. And that is what the Trim Core Challenge is all about. A dinosaur. Are you gonna show your dinosaur? Look, everyone, a dinosaur. Wow. So thank you so much for joining me today and for working with us, my baby who needs a haircut so bad. Hey. And I'm gonna end it here before we lose ya. Okay, here we go. Say bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure you tap the link I've placed for you around this video, and we'll see you again soon. Big hugs. Lots of love. Bye-bye. You gonna blow a kiss? Mwah. Mwah. See you later.